we are gonna rip with Cole Clark. He's gonna race in King of the Hammers this year. He is sponsored by Polaris, so this is a Pro R, and essentially they send him the drivetrain and he builds the car. So we're gonna go out there and pre-run with these cars.
What is so cool about this race is the competition. You get the best guys from short course, the best desert guys, and the best guys from rock racing, and we all come together this one time a year. And you know, you're racing against, if you like somebody wanted to come out and race, you're racing against the best of the best in the world are here. You know, Brock Hager on the factory team, he'll be racing in it, and he's in Dakar right now killing it. So you want to race against those guys, this is the place to come.
All right, Cole, so you just made it up Sledgehammer or Sledge and to the mailbox. So what's significant about this place?
This is like a cool focal point and like historical point of the Hammers. You know, this community is all about giving back and helping out, and this is a cool spot because the mailbox people like leave gifts, beer, tow ropes, all kinds of stuff, and then in return you're supposed to leave something in there too, so the next person, they might need something, and sometimes you're broken and you just need a beer. Yeah, that's for your that's probably for your night stay. And then a Coors Original. Looks like the mice got to the Fritos. Oh, there's Gatorade in there. Finally, something you can actually use.
There we go. Looks like the mice got to the wrapper too.
Yeah.
So how cold is the beer?
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm. Because it got pretty cold last
Maybe
night.
we should update this and insulate it or something.
There we go. Yeah, make it a cooler. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You could get through the night with that stuff.
Yeah, you'd be all right.
You've been through couple different canyons now. Which canyons did we do yesterday and today?
Let's see. We hit Wrecking Ball. We did Chocolate Thunder. We did Jack North, which Jack North is getting really chewed up. These two trails, Sledge and Jackhammer, I call them like brother and sister. Sledge would be the woman because she's super vicious. Like, it's a dangerous trail. You can get caught up in there pretty quick. Jackhammer is also, depending on the year, it could be a very, very difficult trail. There hasn't been a lot of rain and the wind has been pretty chill. So the holes get dug out and just giant ledges, very, very difficult stuff. So we're getting ready to go to Check Me Out, which was probably the hardest trail of the 4400 race. So you guys will want to stay tuned for that one. Yeah, so we're on the pro team is anyone who's not on the factory race team. So that would the factory race team consists of 3 drivers, and that's a SCI deal with Polaris. Craig Scanlon's team that's full factory Polaris. The pro team is anyone outside of that realm. So you would get, engineering support, which is the biggest one, parts, things like that. To compete with the Maverick R, to compete with what everyone else has coming out, we needed the Pro R. And the Pro R is just completely next generation, better differentials, better axles, pretty much just beef everywhere around the bolts. It's built like a big car in a small package, if that makes sense. So lots of horsepower. This car is actually stretched longer than the 2C Pro R. Tornado on there.
You said K&T Performance?
Yeah, they built the turbo kits, they built the chassis, they did all the fab work.
Okay, where are they out of?
They're out of Ogden, Utah.
Okay.
And then, but other than that, like drivetrain wise, pretty much all stock. Those are the stock axles, stock differential. We have some race team items. Those are secret.
Stock clutch cases. What did you do to the clutch?
It's just got heavier springs and weights. Nothing crazy. Just to hold the power back from the big turbo.
And how are you liking these Bilsteins?
I love them. They're great shocks. There's so much adjustability. Like this knob right here, you've got internal bump zone. So you don't even really need a bump stop. So you have this part of the shock that you can adjust all on the outside, which is just your bump zone. You have high speed and low speed adjusters right here. So there's another, so you have 3 total. And then you have another adjuster for the rebound, which can also, when you tighten and loosen that, it can mess with the compression and the rebound of it too. It's more of a bleed hole.
Looks like all you need is one Allen key, huh?
Yeah, that's all you need. And what's cool about it is you don't need some fancy shock tuner to come out here and spend thousands of dollars to tune these things. You can really get them dialed in yourself. They come with the crossovers. They have a really good spring package from the factory from Bilstein. So it's just a really good kind of do-it-yourself type shock rather than, you have internal bypasses, you're changing bleed holes and stuff like that. This is way more consumer friendly, I think.
And do those come stock with Eibach springs, or
it
looks like
that's in the shock, right? Yeah, they come from Eibach, branded Bilstein.
Wow.
So they have a partnership with them as well.
Yeah, that's a nice setup.
Really good spring. So I took 8th place overall last year in the UTV race, and we were actually in the top 5 in the 4400 race, but we ended up breaking an upper A-arm. Had a few little hiccups, and I'm hoping to, just stand on that top box this year. If you win King of the Hammers, it could change your life. So You know, you get sponsorship dollars and you get parts, but the biggest thing of all being on that Polaris Pro team or Can-Am Pro team is you get the engineering behind it. You get the guys who actually built the car, so they can go in and mess with the computer. They can go in and tell you what clutch you need for, and you get all the factory race parts that they don't sell.
How do you feel you're gonna do, man?
I feel extremely confident. It's super fast. It's the best car I've ever had. I have like the high speed stuff. It's just so good. You know, it has hydraulic steering, so I guess that's a huge upgrade. And just this place will wear you out. Like,
yeah.
If you're wheeling all day, especially because you have to pre-run all the days before and your hands get beat, you're working on cars, the hydraulic steering is just all the money. You have to pre-run, you have to see it, you have to get your body acclimated to the jarring, you know, elements. And we'll go through the whole car, give it a little once over. And then after qualifying, after all that, we will tear this whole car down and it will get all brand new parts. Everything will get gone through on this car in a matter of one day, and then we go race it the next day.
What's it gonna look like?
It'll have a Pro R front clip on it, so that's not on here yet. And then it'll be fully wrapped.
Nice.
And then it'll be all on the Polaris color wheel this year is all, this might be a little insider tip for you. We're going to be all blue. The roof and the hood will be blue. It's their way of branding the cars and, you know, creating unity between drivers.
So now you guys have someone to root for. His name is Cole Clark. He's out here just practicing and practicing. He wants to win it. Everybody root for Cole Clark, man. It's going to be epic.
Sure hope so. Cole Clark, 2-4.
Mm-hmm.